This week on After Drive, it's another eBay challenge, $45,000 to meet every one of your weird automotive proclivities. We've got Mike and Zach from Classic Car Club here today. Come back after the thing. We'll be here waiting. Welcome to After Drive again. I know we've been away, but we're back. Mike and Zach are here from Classic Car Club Manhattan. Zach Mosley, if you didn't know, and Mike Piccinello. We haven't done a full intro on you guys since last we sat in this spot, which was like a year ago. I know, it's the first show in 2017.
And if you haven't been to the new Classic Car Club yet on Pier 76, which is right across the street from the Javits Center in Manhattan, come on by, check it out. It's really cool.
It's beautiful.
Have a terrace on the river.
You could see it from New Jersey.
You can see it from New Jersey. You can see it from space if
Really?
you have a big enough access to a satellite.
Hubble, if the
But
Hubble,
yes, from New Jersey.
if you turn the Hubble telescope on the Earth,
Yep.
you could see it.
Yeah.
Pretty
I
cool.
always figure that the Hubble telescope's kind of focused on me anyway. Is it not?
Why wouldn't NASA have every one of their resources on you, man?
Yeah, well, I question that as well. But anyway, to our choices.
Yes. Okay. So, if you've never seen this show before, this is our podcast-like show that we do here in the showroom at thedrive.com. And normally for our eBay challenges, you know, it's not rocket science. We pick a number of cars. We actually set a price.
Yep.
We pick a number of cars that are on eBay at the time. And
So
those cars have to satisfy all of our automotive proclivities at the moment.
Right, so if you want to move your kids around, you can't have a bunch of two-seaters unless you don't like your kids, and that's cool too.
Or your kids drive. I'm working on that.
Or your kids drive.
He's only 6, but I'm going to get him to drive himself around.
You need to
pretty
get
soon.
one of the driver
Yeah.
education
Yeah.
cars that have 2 wheels and 2
Yeah, there you
sets
go.
of pedals. Race cars, so you got to have a race car. You also need a truck and trailer and all that
Right.
shenanigans.
Yeah. These are the rules.
Yes. We
we've
encourage
set
you to
down.
play along. Put your picks in the comments, and we'll probably high-five you or make fun of you if you have a bad choice.
Right.
But we're positive people.
And then if you buy one of these cars and you give us
buy one of our picks,
proof,
right?
Yeah, if you buy one of our picks, you
get,
guys.
Yeah, you get the infamous Jim Bauer Award,
Yeah.
which could earn you a jacket or a T-shirt or maybe some stickers, depends what we have lying around, but
Yep.
something awesome will come your way if
Right.
you buy one of these cars.
So you'll
Just
get a
ask
great
Jim Bauer.
car.
Shout out to Jim Bauer.
Yeah, Jim Bauer, of course, being the guy that bought one of the cars. That
Yeah, the
we-
E30
first.
wagon. And
Yeah,
now he has
E30
two.
Touring Edition,
That's
yeah.
like we he drank the Kool-Aid so much that he went and bought 2 of them. So
I like to think of him as the mayor of Austin, Texas.
Yes. Well, our influence is unassailable.
all right, so
Anyway.
new season, new seats, new order. Am I going first?
This is it is sort of weird.
Go for
Why don't you go first? All right, so
right.
let's.
So 45,000.
Right.
This was what was available on eBay when we did it.
Yeah. You know, I struggle with this for a number of reasons. One, all the stuff I really wanted kind of was going to blow my budget. And the other thing, a lot of things I found were ending last night. So I'm like, well, does that count? I mean, I don't know. So there's some honorable mentions in there.
Well,
But-
$45,000 is sort of a weird figure we found out because, you know, there are plenty of things for 20, there are plenty of things under 10, but then like if you really want something in the next, you know, in the $50,000 range, you're out of luck, right? So
Yeah.
you've got to really budget yourself
And then
well.
if you want something kind of nice, it takes 2/3 of your budget. So I started out on the usual Mike Piccinello method. I was going to end up with like 10 cars, and I did. I found a lot of like good $5,000 to $9,000 cars or less.
Right.
But
Sounds
then
like you made a collection of
yeah, and then it was like 2 a.m, and then like got here and like hadn't done my homework, so I had to pull some stuff out. But then I found something truly awesome, which I'm going to show
you found a
at the
winner.
end.
Just posted this morning?
No.
right.
It was just kind of a tab that I hadn't made it to yet. I'm like, oh man, it's amazing.
Is that this one?
You would think that.
Okay,
because
wait a minute.
this,
All right, so we want to start with this one.
Yeah, well, we'll start with this one. And
warm up.
I understand why you think this was the most awesome thing, but I've got something even better.
So this
So-
is like,
Well,
you
let's tell
know,
everybody
Well,
what it
let's
is.
yeah. So Volvo 93 Volvo 940 Turbo. So wagon. It's red, which is I'm not a red car guy, but my mom had a red wagon that was awesome turbo. When I was a kid.
You have 2 boys that are at the age to be very fond about fire trucks.
Yeah, fire
you-
trucks.
you
They're
did-
3.5 and 6. But 93 940 Turbo. That was like, I believe, the last of the red block turbo motors,
Oh.
rear-wheel drive.
You have to go to turbobrick.com to really
Yeah,
find that
I'm
out.
probably going to get flamed for comments on this, but I know I think after '93 they stopped. That was the last year of the 240 Classic. I think they dropped that motor and it went to the 960 with a double overhead cam motor. So this is like, if you're a diehard, Volvo 240 turbo fanatic in the Group A racers, this is like the last iteration of that motor.
The bulletproof,
Yeah.
Can take 600 horsepower on the crank if you so
five,
desire.
5 main bearings the size of a Chevy 350. Like you can put about 500 horsepower in that 4-cylinder motor and it won't blow up.
It also looks really well cared for.
It's
It
nice.
does. 140,000 miles. Clean, original.
140,000 miles it's like
It's
a
like
baby
brand
for
new.
this car.
Yeah, I mean, I've got at least
That's like-
350,000 miles to get out of that thing before I have to
Interior-
change
That's
the
what
oil.
people who are selling the cars say.
Yeah.
100, it's just broken in.
It's just getting warmed up.
yeah,
Right,
yeah, yeah.
right.
Well,
So family guy, need a family car.
What's the price?
No, buy it now, $8,000.
Buy now, $8,000.
You know what? I have never been more on the money on my picks ever. I'm going to get it within $5,
so we're at 8.
and I'm not even cheating.
But are we doing Zach price?
No.
Like what you get
I'm
from
just
your
gonna go
haggling
real,
and
I'm
your.
just going real price because these cars are so perfect. I don't need any room for maintenance.
Look at
It's
that.
gonna,
'Cause
it's gonna be
you're-
really good.
He's not even taking the make an offer.
So-
That's usually his escape.
So
Okay, number 2.
number 2.
Ooh.
So this is what.
This is-
when I came across this car, this just threw out all my other ideas of like
This is nice.
collecting a lot of cheap cars. So this is a 69 Ford Escort RS200 Cosworth, 2000 Cosworth, sorry. And really nicely built, kind of like full rally spec.
Well, these are, obviously in the UK, right? This is an icon, and for those of us who wish we had these in the States, or at least more of them, these are really sought after, and the prices are going out of control. What's this cost?
37 grand, which
Yeah!
was pricey, but and to be fair, it sort of threw out my theory because when I was doing my cheap shopping, I was looking for like an Alpha GTV or 2002 or a 911 that was like mid 20s, and I was just getting let down.
No such thing as a cheap car anymore.
I know. So I came across this, and yeah, I could buy a really nice Alpha GTV for 37 grand, but this blew my mind.
So 2-liter,
It does-
it's just a regular old Kent?
No,
What's-
this
what's
one's turbocharged. It's all worked up. This thing is
Cosworth
gonna-
head gasket?
Yeah, this thing is going to be amazing. So,
Oh, the car's in Israel. You got to add to your shipping.
well, whatever. I have $5 left over.
Well, if you-
It's a replica. What's replica about it?
I don't know.
It's not an original.
It's not an original rally car.
A rally
so,
car, yeah. So it's a replica of a Mark I Escort rally car, but it's left-hand drive, so that makes it easier to drive around here. Also, it's got some new stuff: Quaif limited slip and carbon fiber door panels.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay,
And
nice.
and
really nice.
I know
Hey, it's different,
Mike.
man.
I know Mike's criteria usually involves a trailer to get your car to the track, but
You don't need it in that.
Yeah, I'm going. This is rally spec, so
Yeah.
it has to be street legal. I can drive it
You good?
to the rally circuit, to a track, on the track.
2 cars. You had 2 cars. Normally,
for $44,995.
wow.
I just have to ship this one for $5 now.
Okay.
Maybe
On a
I can-
sailboat.
I'm just gonna get it. So yeah, that's where I ended up. It's
cool, man.
It was a bit unusual, I'm usually a little more methodical, trying to tick the boxes and get some classic American.
so
Well,
whatever,
we're East Coast guys, and you're not going to find too many.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe on the West Coast you'd see a few more because they have
Yeah.
some really cool rad cars like that. But
All right, so we're going with you, and
Going for
I
me.
don't see a lot of links here.
I don't. I'm usually the guy with 6 or 7 cars.
Yes.
man, yeah.
I have 2 this time, and I have 2 this time because
My.
I was having a really hard time finding what I actually wanted. So 45 grand is a dangerous number because you shoot past most of the $15,000 stuff that you would do, and then you really get like drawn in by $50,000 cars.
Right.
But I was looking at cars that I like to drive. So I like Z4M coupes. I found one coupe, it was an automatic. Like that's not, you can't do that.
No.
There are a lot of non-Ms, a lot of roadsters, not my thing. I was looking for a good Cayman, but no S's. I was in bottom basement, old Cayman world, and essentially you'd get it and it would just kind of always let you down.
Okay.
There was no spec Miatas to be had. So all of the
This is
things
a
that-
lot of setup.
This is a lot of, well, so I picked 2 cars.
Okay.
One of them, an 86 Celine, the
So
way to say it.
yes. So as a man of a certain age, this car has some
that's car's everything.
serious appeal.
It does.
Look
now,
at that thing.
It's they're asking $21,995. I put my money where my mouth is. I've actually made an offer on this car.
Really? For
Yeah.
real?
I did because I wanted it. So I
So
want
do you
it.
win the jacket if you buy this?
Yeah,
Can I have a jacket if I get it?
I'll get you one.
All right, I
know
might win.
someone
I
who
might,
doesn't.
might win my own jacket if any of you son of a bitches buy that. So anyway, I just think it's rad. It's super cool, and it's like it's highly nostalgic, right?
really-
Like I'm an '80s kid.
Highly
we all
nostalgic.
We all remember these, and this one looks like it's really cared for. I called the place because I know what it looks like doesn't mean anything, but the guy said, you know what? It's actually a really good car. I don't believe that guy, but however.
And you made an offer. What happened?
So I made an offer of $18,000 because I thought, why not?
What's it? So it was going for 21.
21, right?
Okay.
So
Good PR, by the way. He told me. I'm away on vacation. He's like, I always have to buy something your way. I'm going to get this thing. I'm going to offer him 17 grand. Instead, he offers him 18. But
it didn't work anyway. So
Well, I mean,
they're looking for a little more. A little
Right.
more. I'm pricing it at 20. I believe that that's a good price for the car. Not for me, for everybody else.
well, so all right.
well,
so
and I got to say, I mean, I was like, I like this thing the more I look at it. And when he first showed it to me last week, I was like, oh yeah, members would never drive that. But I'm digging it. And
I'll drive it.
I gotta say, it's also really primed to just keep going up. I mean,
yeah,
Yes.
like how many of those were kept in good shape?
yeah.
None. How many were there to start with?
So the guy
Almost none.
who owned this car bought new everything for it, like new door switches, new electronic, like everything. So it's been owned, I think, by 3 people. The last guy really put some money into it. Seems like a nice car. I just think it's cool, man.
Yeah, they're not making more of them. So
It's
no.
not super fast. I don't need any of that. I just think that's a really good-looking design that's gone from cool to really ugly to incredibly ugly
Yeah.
to outdated, and it's back.
Well, I mean, to your point, I think all tuner cars that are well represented, well preserved over 20 or 30 years,
Right.
Porsches, Fox body Mustangs, anything that was tuned tuned well, like by a prominent guy like Celine. If anything, those are not only rare, but of course they're going to be super rare to find one that is anywhere near the shape this thing is.
Yeah.
All right, so the engine isn't proper, but we're not buying. This isn't like a collection show.
Yeah.
The other thing though is it is still a Fox body Mustang, and it's $21,000. So
it's the most expensive one on eBay,
Right.
more or less, right? But
Yeah.
I got to accessorize.
well, but and then nostalgia though. I mean, when we were kids, like the Celine Mustangs were fairly new, but like all the magazines were talking about them.
Right.
Steve Celine was, he was a guy in racing, and
Here's the thing about this one. If you show up with a regular Fox body GT as a young 18-year-old to
Yeah.
a girl's house or reverse or whatever, the dad would say, "Oh, you're not dating my wife." But if
Right.
you show up with my daughter, if you show up with that one, you go, "Maybe you should. Can I drive your car?" See, and it's just way better.
I
It's
don't
worth
know.
the extra
Is
6
that true?
grand.
If you show up in a teal tank top with a mullet,
Yeah.
then that would have been.
Watch it about mullets. We like mullets.
You are looking a little mullety, dude. I don't
I
know.
gotta-
There's something.
gotta
Wow,
match
holy
the
crap.
Proper, especially when you put a hat on.
Yeah. Yeah, I get the arrow
That's
hat
interesting.
thing as well.
So this is a new look. All right, but anyway, so that's number one. That is fantastic.
My hair too will be big in 3 years.
So 20 grand spent.
Yeah.
20 grand.
So then
spent.
so that's almost like a daily driver, but not really, right?
Yeah.
So now, not being able to find anything else that really spoke to me, I had to find a car that would be suitable for our Monticello track membership.
Right.
I got to still be able to drive, so I got your run-of-the-mill manual M3.
There you go.
A bit boring, but a good spec one, the right price.
So you're putting that at 25 grand.
Yeah, because I
What's the
think
price?
that's what they put it at.
But here's I think the thing about the V8
Yeah, look
M3
at that.
is
25,875.
So I'm right there.
The V8 M3 is gonna go up in value. First of all, the E46 is already
I-
doubled in price.
I'm not that guy though. I don't care. I don't care
Oh,
if
I
it goes
know,
up
but-
or not. I just want a good car to drive.
But here's the thing: like anything that revs higher than 6,000 RPM is going to be worth something because
Right.
where are you going to find a modern car that revs
Yeah.
the way that I mean, other than Lamborghini, I think maybe make one, but
Yeah. I think those two cars in my garage
Yeah.
are really.
Yeah, it's a good garage.
They're also obnoxious, and you'd be like, that's not a.
Well, it's interesting too because we did the show on the half price show.
Yeah.
Where that car was 35 grand.
Right.
And still a great buy. Now it's 25
Now it's
grand.
20.
I mean, that's a lot of car for money. 414 horsepower, V8, the only V8 M3
Yeah.
ever, naturally aspirated.
Thanks for talking it up, guys. I feel better about my
And,
choices.
and they were, that's the last of the analog cars in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
No electric steering, no turbos.
Here's what's funny though, is the same person that would have bought that Celine in 1986 would have bought this in 2008.
2021. Some guy with a stupid haircut's gonna be like, oh, it's so nostalgic, man.
That's right.
Such a jerk.
All
What
right,
did you
so-
pick, man? We got 5 minutes
Oh,
left.
we got 5 minutes left. I gotta do my picks real quick. All right, so
All 9 of your picks.
so I did.
So a Ford LTD, a Gran Torino, what
I tried not to put any 80s cars.
an
in.
Excalibur with a C,
Right, exactly. All right, so
LS1 in it.
here's the thing. I'm thinking of like a cruiser, a bruiser, and like a snoozer. That's where I was going with.
Okay,
I
cool.
like- I like
Cruiser, snoozer, bruiser.
And a bruiser, right? So we where do we start? We
You have a
start-
Crown Vic in there?
I have something even better. I have.
Oh.
Wait.
Ooh.
I
Is that a
have
Marauder?
Mercury Marauder.
Wow.
Mercury Marauder, 14,900. Basically Mercury Marauder is, Ford
would've
Motor
thought
Company's version of the.
1,400, not 14,000, but keep going.
Well, okay, all right, take it easy.
How much is it?
14,000. It's like
and
the
you were
perfect
picking on
Marauder.
a Saline Mustang for 20 grand? It'd be the most, that must be the most expensive Crown Vic you can buy.
It is.
I'm surprised that he doesn't already own one. That's the weirdest part of it, right?
I mean,
Getting the Marauder.
I'm gonna get one.
All right.
But so the Marauder is
The wheels are horrible.
Ford's version of remember the Impala SS?
Yep.
Right. So Ford, Mercury is got the product that would go up against that.
Impala SS came out, and someone was like, "We need to make a competitor for that
Exactly.
fucking car."
Exactly.
Anyway,
so
there you go.
4.6 liter, modular V8, 302 horsepower, limited slip, 355s, I guess, in the rear. But it's basically a police spec Crown Vic with a really nice interior and those wheels, which I seem to like. You don't. We're gonna go with it. But it is. You're right. It is an outrageously priced,
Check
awesome
out.
Crown
I like
Vic.
the way the guy takes the pictures there. He's got the wheels at like a 30-degree cock.
Dutch angle. Yeah.
Yeah, he's been reading a lot of the drive.
That's right.
He knows. He knows what looks good.
He knows what looks good.
And you can start an Uber business out of this to pay for the rest of your cars.
You know what else you could do? You could get you'll be the guy driving a little too fast, and a cop will be like, just let it go. I don't know if he's undercover, right? Like you get a pass. You
I
need to
don't know.
get
He'll
some.
see-
You need to
cops
get
know what this
aviators,
is.
and you're like,
There you go.
Speed limits don't matter.
Cops
to you.
know what these are, unfortunately, though. All right, so that's the sort of the cruiser. This is the
Okay.
bruiser. I'm going.
Okay.
I'm going a little bit.
I saw a Holden on the road the other day.
Yeah. So the second build GTO of that generation, that was the Holden Monero, I believe, in Australia.
The LS3
With the LS
430 horsepower.
Two 400 horsepower.
okay,
Yeah.
all right.
So the first version had the LS1. This has the LS2. Is a 2000. This is a 2006. I think that was 2005 that they changed it. But it's the best GTO you can get for 20. What is it? 20 something? 20 grand? I mean, 21 grand for a fairly low mile GTO, which they are fantastic cars. Look at this. So I can drive to the track. 33,000 miles on it.
That's your sleeper, or is that your bruiser?
This is my bruiser.
Okay.
It is a sweet motor, man.
at
That
that.
was one
Come
of
on now.
one of the things I was looking for. I couldn't find. I wanted to buy something with an LS motor. Anything.
There you go. And I mean, obviously Corvettes are going up in value, but I really, if you want to look at the pricing and collectability, I think the GTO is a long-term good buy.
You'd be cool at like Cars and Coffee.
Yeah, and then you can change all the badges and make them all Monero badges from.
We
you
saw
better
that.
buy
Can
them
you
eBay.
change all the body panels too? Because it is a bit ugly.
All right, it's a little ugly. All right, it's not the
Oh,
greatest.
it's a great
looking
car though. Great driver.
Great car, great driver.
behind the-
Not the greatest looking car.
It's the
okay.
fastest
drove
rental
one.
car you can buy.
We drove
Okay.
it. It's good. Remember?
Yeah.
Tim had one. Yeah.
1970 Mgb Gt.
Cool.
Because this complexion doesn't love the sun, so I gotta do the vampire thing
Gotta
and
cover
and
up.
cover up.
Yeah.
So this is right. So I gotta have like a car that may break down, right? Because you gotta keep, like, how could you live without the possibility of disaster?
It's kind of shooting breakish, kind of notch
Yeah, I
backy.
love that,
Yeah,
right?
It's cool.
It's cool. It's probably really slow, and
Leave it with
But
Zach,
it feels
it'll
really
have an
fast.
LS in it.
Yeah.
feels really fast. You're right. Don't put an LS in it. It's been really well taken care of. And what does it cost? $6 grand?
is this in
$5 grand?
Connecticut?
4,500.
Wow.
4,500.
Yeah, that,
So
that-
how much did you spend total?
Where am I now? I mean, I spent 46.1.
Well, you'll have to get rid of those wheels.
But I'm figuring. I thought we were on Zach rules.
Yeah, no, it's cool.
Where we
You can make an offer.
we
You can make an offer. That,
All right, here's the last one.
$4,500. That's
Oh,
that-
you still got another one.
I got one more.
That's a lot of classic car for the money.
It's a lot of classic car for the money.
Yeah.
Thank you, Zach.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was going to say. A lot of classic car for the money. You just sort of have to remember that it's British and from the 70s, and you have to
You gotta warm it up.
warm it up.
It's a really fun car to drive.
Don't. Okay, here we go.
Wow.
So,
You should parade beast.
because everybody needs a fire truck.
Agreed.
Wow.
Agreed.
Because
And how much does a fire truck set you back?
fire truck sets you back $6,500.
What are all
No,
those
40-
municipalities
45.
complaining
Oh,
about?
no.
Well,
Oh, no,
that's a
right,
starting
right.
bid. No,
Oh,
no,
yeah,
they
65.
buy it now at $6,500.
Okay.
Look at that. It's
cool.
It's a Max CF. Now, if you grew up in New York or in the New York area
Yeah.
in the 70s, this was the truck. This was the fire truck you saw parked in front of every one of those buildings in the South Bronx that were
Santa would come around on it when you were a
Santa,
kid.
right?
Yeah.
Santa would come around to your street, and then like if you were, sometimes you'd get up and get a ride on it.
When you acquire that and you drive it home and it does all that, right? What is the very first thing you do in that?
Burnouts?
Oh, burnouts is good too.
Why? What's the very first thing you do in it?
I think I'd always want to
Pump
hook up
out your
to
neighbor's pool.
Yeah, like hook up to a fire
Yes.
hydrant, right? And just see how far that thing shoots. Knock out all your neighbors' windows. Here you go, suburbia. Like that. Yeah, man.
Exactly.
That's a cool pick. That's a good one. Is
Yeah.
it manual? It must be.
It's manual. It's a 5-speed. It's a golden bulldog. It's a freaking.
Does it
Mac.
have the
It's,
drive? No, it doesn't have the drive in the back.
No, it's
No,
not.
it's not long
a
enough for
ladder truck. Like, but
Sorry, I'm.
this is a pumper.
Oh, sorry. You would have a pumper.
Exactly.
Pumper.
So all Mac powertrain.
cool.
Excellent engine. Hey, look.
It's cool.
You
I
gotta
like
have
it.
it.
What town is
Look
it
at
from?
that.
What seals on the door?
Street department. I don't know. I think you have to take the.
No, there's one on there though.
Is it?
See there.
Oh yeah. I don't know. I thought when they're decommissioned, you have to take the
badge
name
off.
of the municipality off. So I think he just put something else on it. I mean,
pretty cool.
It needs a little work on the inside, but I mean,
No, it doesn't. It's just what it is. It's great. It's
there
perfect.
you go. So fire truck, Marauder.
So what were your categories? You had sleepers and
It was a
something and
bruiser,
and a fire
cruiser, and a snoozer, and then fire truck.
wow.
Well, the snoozer, I guess I don't know which one
you
would
had
be the
four
snoozer.
cars? You had the Marauder.
Four cars: Marauder, MGB,
Well, from
GTO,
from a
and the fire
volume
truck.
position, you've definitely won this one.
Okay, so are you saying that I didn't win from a style perspective?
No,
or
no,
a,
Well,
if there is a style perspective, you did not win.
I think we should let the watchers,
That's right. What do you guys
listeners.
think? Go on eBay right now and see what's there, and try to add up to 45,000. If it's 46.1, I mean, it's Zach rules.
Yeah.
Zach could probably.
Always some negotiation.
Yeah, there's always some negotiations to do.
But they have to be on eBay. You can't just say, I'd have this, this, and this. You got to go
Right.
find it.
Yeah.
I would have a better fleet than I have if the things I wanted were
That's
there.
the thing. If we could just pick out of the air, well, there probably wouldn't be these cars.
And
All
after-
right, so that's it. So Zach had you had the Volvo
940 turbo.
940 turbo, and also the Ford Escort Mark I, which is awesome.
That was really cool.
Yes, you had also two cars.
I did.
You had the Celine Mustang, which is super clean and the most expensive Fox body Mustang you can buy.
Very red.
and very red.
Yeah.
And of course, what was it?
Pedestrian M3.
An E90 M3.
Yeah. I don't know. Pedestrian's not the right
92.
word. It's not the right word.
E90
It's a
it
nice
was
car.
in 2008, nice high revving V8 M3.
Yeah.
And I had the, what did I have again?
You
I
had
had
a
the Mercury
fire truck.
Marauder. I had the Pontiac GTO, the 06 GTO, the fire
MGB.
truck, and
And
the
the
MGB
MG.
GT. So there
Yeah.
you go. What are your picks? Put them below. Go see what's on eBay right now. which we're not actually getting money from eBay. This isn't a...
So next week we're gonna do the bring a trailer contest.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, but when I went to Google the fire truck that I found on eBay, it had already been up on Bring a Trailer. So, of course, Randy and those guys have the same tastes that we do, apparently. So...
As you do.
Yeah, well, at least me. That's right.
Don't include us in your shenanigans.
I'm sorry. And that's After Drive for today. Go to thedrive.com for more auto-related stuff to read and watch. And I will see you later. I'm Mike Spinelli. See you guys.